Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
are you still using just one hand to type, Tyler?
Yeah. I have
According
to hold...
to Tyler, behind the scenes talk, he was, quote, holding his pop filter, which we all know is just another word for penis.
I don't have a stand, so I actually hold the pop filter in front of my microphone. It's a gauntlet. I've got a picture of it on Twitter if you want to put it in the link, Shifty. Luis is like, I don't want to see
we should
pictures.
dick pics.
Yeah, I don't think we should show pictures of that. Anyway, should we get this show on the road?
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Shifty podcast. I'm Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have...
TJ1023.
And Tyler. Yay! It's us three again. Everyone might as well stop listening now.
Nah, man, we're like the dream team. No, that was not the word I was looking for.
Nightmare team.
Fuck, I forgot my words. But yeah, we're sort of a big deal. I mean, 3 out of 5 admins is a good thing.
No, that's a terrible thing.
Listen, we do what we can, all right?
I mean, it is a supermajority.
Yeah.
See?
And we're worldwide. One in different one of us in blah words. Help me. We're in different countries. That's what I was trying to say. Christ.
Same planet though. We gotta work on that.
What? Do you want a Martian?
I mean, planet diversity, man.
What about the Martians?
Did we get Yoda on the podcast? I can retire. Like,
what planet does Yoda represent? Coruscant or Dagobah?
Good question. Huh.
Represent.
What is Yoda's home planet?
I don't
think they've ever mentioned that.
They haven't even mentioned what his race is called.
I
Yoda,
gotta say,
the other ones.
Guys, I am disappointed in you. Like, when it comes to Star Wars stuff, you guys seem to talk about so much trivia that is like out of this world, and you don't even know what Yoda's from.
We just don't know because it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
How can we know something that doesn't exist?
And honestly, the second somebody decides to write into the lore, like, what their race is called, they'll ruin it.
You know what? I'm going to write into the lore, and I'm going to be the official source. Yoda's planet
you going to write a fan fiction?
Called... No, I'm doing it on the spot, man. Come on. Yoda's planet is called Yodanet. Yes.
It's
very creative because it's a mix of Yoda and planet. You're welcome,
I was
Disney.
about to say. Jesus Christ.
I don't think that's going to get through on marketing.
Sure it will. It's a catchy name. Fuck, I mean, I would call maybe my nephew Yodanet.
I feel sorry for any potential children from the race.
No. I've never named my children that. Are you fucking insane? But hey, maybe my nephews or nieces or I don't know. I mean, they would be my sister's problems, not mine. Mommy, why am I called that? Blame her uncle.
Oh, that's my uncle. Should we talk about topics?
Yes.
I don't know how we're going to do it this week, considering one of them didn't happen.
Here's the thing. One of the topics was Games with Gold, because I thought they were going to release it this week. But then I realized that they didn't. Yeah, so what I did manage to get was like a leak from like the same guy from NeoGAF who leaked some stuff from E3. And as usual, Tyler, not impressed. I'm just mentioning Tyler specifically because he's always like, yeah, but it's free games. And but they just mentioned 2 of them. One is Banner Saga 2, and the other one I don't even remember. It's just
cookie cooker.
Cold cut to me a month from now saying, wow, this game is fucking great. So, I
will tell you what's not fucking great. Every time I start recording recently, my connection quality drops to like 36%. Like,
I'll tell you what is... Oh, sorry.
I might as well just consider just changing the internet service soon, because every time I actually need it to be consistent, it fucking drops. Sorry about that rant.
What are the internet service providers in your area called? Just out of curiosity.
You can get BT, Sky, Virgin. I'm trying to think of some from the top of my head. Virgin Media.
Tyler says BTI.
Okay, I was just curious because some of the main ones over in the U.S. there are like Comcast, CenturyLink, and Warner.
It's always weird, those little changes between our countries, because it's like, really, the countries are so similar in like languages and this, that, and the other, but then suddenly it's like every little company does different fucking things over there. Like, do you even get services from like Sky over there for like internet?
I don't think so. The only reason I know anything about Sky is the whole thing in the news the other week where they filed a copyright claim against the creators of No Man's Sky because apparently they have the word Sky copyrighted.
Oh god, this shit again.
Can people stop copywriting one fucking word? It's so unfair, and it just completely stops people from being creative. It's like writing a novel and saying, hey, be careful, yeah, if you use the word sky in it enough times, the company's going after you. I don't know.
We do have Sky here in Brazil as a cable service. Or we had. I'm not sure if they still exist here.
Right, guys, we're going to copyright the word shifty. So...
And jelly.
No one's allowed to be shifty.
Yeah.
And key.
Wait, can we copyright the word shift key?
What, like
how about just the word shift? Every keyboard owes us money.
That's crazy.
Or Candy. Fucking Candy Crush.
And Saga.
Yeah.
And React. Mind you, I think they took that one back, didn't they, Fine Bros?
Yeah, it seems they did. Also Candy Crush, I think there was like a bunch of exceptions, and it's pretty much like, yeah, whatever.
Here's the thing.
I still think it's such a dick move.
Well, I would defend them a little bit, because when you make games like Candy Crush, you're going to get a million copycats out there. So I kind of understand them restraining like their branding, if you know what I mean. Like, you can't literally have the same font as us and have the words Candy and Saga in it, because then you're just trying to mislead people into going to your shitty knockoff instead of our game. That I can kind of understand to some extent. However, trying to like own the word for your product and no one else can have that is kind of weird. Like, No Man's Sky has nothing to do with Sky, so it's a bit weird. Speaking of branding, sorry.
I fucked up. I said cold cut. I think the word I was looking for was hard cut.
I think both of them work. We understood what you meant. Or smash cut. Well,
one of those. Pick your favorite.
As long as cut's in there somewhere, let's copyright it quick.
So, and speaking of copyrights and stuff, that reminds me that we have some stuff going on, and perhaps Tyler can explain a little better.
Wait, are we getting copyright striked? Did we use the word sky?
I think we used the word... I think it has something to do with the video we released called Reacting to the Candy Saga Sky. So, yeah.
Oh, no.
That one is taken down. Don't bother looking for it.
He's pulling your leg, audience.
Yeah, there's no such video. or is there? Huh?
Dun dun dun. Huh? This is the day that Tyler goes out and explicitly makes that video for Night Shift. Behind the scenes stuff, yeah. We're planning on copywriting the word shift. Dun dun dun. Nah. I'm working on nameplates again, and I'm thinking about redesigning the thumbnails from the ground up again.
Again.
I'm basically going through the entire like Shifty keys thing and just being like, okay, this is the shit that's pissed me off, and it's the shit that I've made as well. So it's like, I want the Twitter and banner on, or the Twitter header and the banner on Rooster Teeth to use the same font or the same color scheme and actually look similar in style, if you know what I mean. So I'm kind of going through everything again and trying to redesign it. So as a result of that, nameplates have been announced again. Woohoo! So if you're listening to this and had no idea that, fucking nameplates are available for our thumbnail, Lewis will put a link in the description somewhere to go to the thread.
I
directly.
might, yes.
If you can
I have
feel
been known.
Luis
I
has
have
been
been
known
known
to
for
shit
links.
out links.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have been known to links and stuffs. And yes.
I got a few.
I forgot where I was going with that.
I got a few things that I kind of want to put forward. I don't know if it's like something that should be. Always. You lead with that. But yeah, there's a few things that I think I kind of need to discuss off recording to make sure we can actually do it. Because it's more of an organization thing. Because I don't want to be like, hey, yeah, we're going to do this. And then, no, we're not, because someone disagrees with it. But yeah, I've got a few
Tyler,
ideas.
Just so you know, and since we're together here, it's the first time this week we're being able to talk about, stuff live. Fucking hell, phone.
Calm down, Mr. Popular.
Yeah,
text.
No, I am not doing a live action Rule 34 recording for stuff. No.
No?
No.
Why
No
not?
Shifty key Rule 34. Because, man, the whole thing with goats is just a fucking joke. Come on.
Hey, I'm not being funny,
Where
but...
the fuck do you even think I'm gonna find 10 goats and a cactus?
Look,
Jesus, Tyler.
I asked all the other admins, and they were up for it. We want to see this happen, Luis. Do not let us down.
Can confirm.
No.
Is that a hard no or a soft maybe?
What? No, that's that's a hard no. But then again, is hard an euphemism for something? I don't know. You're getting me confused. And my fucking neighbor's dog is still... Come on, man. Every Saturday is the same shit.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice, like, Saturday at this time, my internet's at the worst possible fucking connection rate. Your dog's barking, and...
No, not my dog, my neighbor's dog.
Well, your neighbor's dog's barking.
That motherfucker doesn't take care of his dog, so I think that has something to do with it.
Take care of your dog,
Yes,
kids.
I am salty about that. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I don't know kind of like what you want me to talk about with the behind-the-scenes stuff. Feel free to ask me some questions, because I'm sure you two are curious.
The whole nameplate things. The thing is, this week the topics like things just didn't work properly, I guess.
Back to square one. Normal,
yes.
Misguided. Well, kind of the wrong word. No direction podcast. Woohoo.
Well, I mean, I was talking about Games of Gold and how one of the games was Banner Saga 2. I can try to find the name for the other one. I was kind of excited with the predictions, actually. I don't really give a shit about the predictions because, it's just people guessing stuff. But there were some good ones like LA Noire or Halo Wars. There was another one that seemed interesting. But apparently it's not gonna fly. But
That's a shame.
TJ, you're the Xbox guy here. Do you know if in July they have any sort of special sale going on in the Xbox store?
I'm not entirely sure. I know they had kind of a big sale like a week ago, I think. They had a couple games on sale, but usually if you've got Xbox Live Gold, they've got sales like that change every month. But for general sales, I don't know. Sadly.
Sale. Copyright strike. I was going to ask, considering we're talking about games in general.
Oh, okay.
Sorry if this
I found
is going to interrupt it.
I was just going to say the other game, but...
Oh, no, what is it?
Yeah, well, so, hold on. Another thing. I just asked because I'm starting to think that I'm going to cave and buy the Season Pass for Fallout 4. But then it hit me that the Season Pass is more expensive than the base game I fucking pre-ordered. This is fucking bullshit. So I think I'm still going to wait for a sale. But... but because the whole dollar ratio here in Brazil is ridiculous. But the other games that have been leaked for Games with Gold, and actually, that's a good one. Rainbow Six Vegas 2, that game is fun. I played a lot of that back in the 360.
I love games like that, where you can be stealthy. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
and I'm seeing if I've got that one somewhere. Damn it, I think I might.
And it's a sort of game that you don't have to be really, really stealthy. But I mean, it's like one of the right mixes. You know, you don't have to be stealthy all the time, which gets really tiresome for me, because I'm more of a run and gun and shout my lungs out. But yeah, this one is like the right mix for those two styles.
Which Rainbow Six again?
Rainbow Six Vegas 2.
Oh yeah, I love that game.
And the other one, I have never heard of this one. It's called Warriors Orochi 3 for the Xbox One.
I've heard
Apparently
of that one.
The description is... You have it?
No, I've heard of it. You can feel free to read the description. It will describe it better.
Yeah, it's Warriors Orochi 3 featured a crossover between Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors. Games pick up where the previous titles of both games ended. This hack-and-slash game does not only contain the crossover of storylines, but the gameplay mechanics as well, providing players more options of playing the game. Okay, this might be fun. I've never played Dynasty Warriors, but the videos always seem really fun.
Yeah, you notice how I was like, yep, read the description, it'll give away that I kind of know this one. As soon as you said Dynasty Warriors, I was like, yep, there it is. I've never actually played it, but I've been meaning to, so maybe I might look at that one. Maybe. Depends. If my internet will fucking let me. Look, this is getting ridiculous now. I'm just watching my internet connection drop lower and lower. So sorry to the audience if literally sentences disappear from my guests. I called you guests.
Fight me, Tyler.
Fight.
Yes.
No, let's not give more fuel to the Rule 34 people.
Look, I don't see why you're so defensive about this kind of stuff, man. Defending it only makes it worse. Give in to
because they never
own it. Look at Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
They never portray my hair right. Wait, what?
You don't think Achievement Hunter has seen stuff that scarred them? They just roll with it?
You guys do realize that I'm being defensive as a joke, right?
Sure you are.
That's what they all say. If you were truly being defensive, you wouldn't
guys, don't call my bluff.
Somebody sounds uncomfortable with their sexuality.
I love doing that. No, serious talk. Some of the things that I've been saying this is going to be inside jokish kind of stuff here, but
inside.
I feel like I'm concerning some of you guys in the Skype chats that we've been having in our group with the admins recently. Like, some of the stuff I've said where Jim's like outright said, that sounds kind of gay. like,
I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to go to RTX and I'm going to confuse boners by cosplaying as Blake.
Oh, God.
And he was like, that sounds kind of gay. I was like, I don't have to defend myself. I know my sexuality.
Well, you see, the thing about
this
is...
a strong cat.
First of all, I mean, it's none of our business, really. But I'm always unsure whether you're just messing with us or if you're being serious. And even if you are being serious, it's something that I like to see because it's really unexpected. Like, I don't really associate you and dressing up as Blake, you know.
If I can get it together and sort out, like, priority number one is getting to RTX. You know, next year, of course, because my lord, I missed out this year. There's no way I could go. But yeah, like, priority number one is actually getting there. If I can get there and I've got enough finances and time to create something or even just buy something cheap, then I'll do it. I'll do it for a laugh. You only live once, YOLO!
Or you only Blake as long as the outfit lasts. That doesn't, no, it doesn't have the same sound as YOLO, so
it
don't use
did
that.
make me laugh, though, like how quickly Jim was like, concerned with what I was planning.
So basically what you're saying is that all of us need to go to RTX next so we can see this masterful piece of cosplay that Tyler's going to be putting on.
Well, here's the thing, like, I don't want to... I'm not going to chicken out of it, because I want to do it. It's one of those things that I'm going to be like...
You see, but no one is challenging you.
No, but I've challenged myself, so it's like, I want to do this now, just to see, if I can pull it off with, like... pull it off. Pull it off. No, that's the exact opposite of what I want to happen.
Yeah, if you are going to cosplay as Blake, she doesn't have a front tail, if you know what I mean.
No, I'm going to see how.
So don't put it out. It's all I'm saying.
It's one of those things where it's like no one's challenged me to do it. I know that, but I want to see, because I've never cosplayed, but I want to see what it would be like, see how confident I could pull it off, and actually do it, and see how uncomfortable I can make people like you, turn heads.
But it's not like I'm not calling your idea I'm not calling your idea ordinary or anything, but it's something that I've seen a lot in pictures of conventions and stuff, because I've never been to a convention, and now I'm crying deeply inside. But there's a bunch of gender bent cosplays or just people dressing up as the female or male characters, but with wow. But you guys get the point, right? Like guys dressing up as female characters and vice versa. And it happens a lot, and some people can pull it off really well. When the cosplay is done right, and it's not someone dressed up in cardboard.
No, some of the best cosplays have been the Gundam cardboard fucking cosplays that I've seen.
You know what I mean. I mean, for armor, you can use cardboard, but there's just some people who are like, I'm going to make an Iron Man cosplay. I know it's an armor, but with cardboard, and it's like they paint a box red, put it on their heads, and hey, this is my cosplay. Although, to be fair, that's like my skill level for cosplay. So what the fuck am I saying?
One of the funniest ones that I've seen is literally someone that's wearing just, dare I say, a default box, and it just has the word Gundam written across it, and I'm like, that is fucking genius. It's next level effort. Oh, jeez. I want to put more effort into something, though. What I will say, though, if I manage to go to RTX and people are expecting the Blake costume, don't be disappointed if I haven't turned up with it. It's one of those things where if I've got the luxury of time, I'll do it, because I want to. It would be hilarious. If I don't think I chickened out. It's just that I haven't got it ready.
Sounds like someone is bitching out.
It's like an entire year away. I've got enough time to try and at least organize it. But
you're finding excuses already, man.
Question for you two. Yes. I think I asked a similar question in the previous podcast.
I'm not sure, and I was young and I needed the money, Tyler.
If you were to go to RTX cosplaying, what would you go as? And no, it doesn't have to be an awkward female character either. Do whatever you want.
Can I cosplay as myself naked? That one sounds easy, and I could pull it off accurately.
TJ, I believe there's laws against that in the US,
right? Walking around naked in most places.
It's art, man.
In Texas, though, I think it may be a little different.
You might
really,
might get arrested and just quizzically looked at for a while.
Hey, worst case scenario, you can just claim it's like a BDSM stuff, but with handcuffs. But for real now, I think I've mentioned before that I think I can easily pull off a Max Payne. But if I had the skill or the resources for that, I'll probably try to cosplay like the Vault Dweller, from Fallout 3. Actually, that's the Lone Wanderer. With the armored vault suit, that would be cool.
I thought you meant the little dude in the blue suit,
Yeah,
the little icon.
it's the blue suit with like some pieces of armor on it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that. I think. Yeah.
Now,
So one of those, either Max Payne or The Lone Wanderer.
I think we've asked this before, and TJ was like, I actually don't know. Like in the past, you were like, struggling
or
to
a
think of
decent
something.
Deadpool cosplay.
I want TJ to turn up as Weiss or Yang or Ruby.
No.
Or the cleaner from Family Guy. And no.
Okay, that I might do. That would I feel like that would actually be funny.
Senior Griffin noise here.
It would either be funny or it would be racist, actually.
Or both.
I'm not sure.
Why not both?
TJ, go as Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know the guy. You've worked with him before.
Well, I mean, I have seen Marco Polo, so I'm pretty close.
Good film.
You're kind of a big deal.
Series
Yeah, that reminds me. I would maybe, again, if I had the skills or the resources, go as Ezio. Yeah.
Yeah.
From the first Ezio game, Assassin's Creed 2.
That brings up a good point. Like you were saying, if you had the skills to do it, I was stunned to see the level of quality that like some cosplayers go through to make their stuff. Because I was looking at how someone actually made a Blake costume, and holy shit, it looks like a lot of effort, and they're playing it off as if it's simple, and I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? I would fuck this up so many times. Like, I would stand no chance in getting any of like the material right, or the cutting of it, or putting it back together, or sewing. You know, I have no experience with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like I was saying when I said I was sort of joking about it doesn't matter if it's an accurate cosplay or a gender bent one or whatever kind of cosplay, as long as it suck. But it's something that, like, the people who do cosplays, they play it off as like, oh yeah, but it's no biggie. It's not that hard. Man, my level of cosplay would be pretty much the Gundam, like the cardboard box and write Gundam across, and that is it.
Wow.
Although, again, the Max Payne one is easy because I have a leather jacket, and his outfits are not really that complicated. The hardest thing will probably be like makeup to fake some wounds, and that's it. I would never do Max Payne from the Brazil part of the third game.
It looks.
No, he's out of shape and bald.
Yeah.
And don't fucking touch my hair.
If all else fails, I do remember for Halloween a few years ago, my brother had a really good I nearly said Johnny Depp costume, Jack Sparrow costume. So if all else fails, then I might see if I can borrow that, if he still has it somewhere.
Oh, that's a nice one.
The suit for it is pretty good, but like it's one of those that's kind of attached to the rest of it. So it's like you're not just getting the suit; you have to wear like the suit and all the extra little details and flares and stuff like that. So it looks a bit weird to just wear normally.
I got an idea, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Grab a cardboard box, write Blake across it, and you're done.
I'll think of something. If it's not her, it's going to be Yukino. If it's not her, it's going to be some other cat girl. We'll think of something. Yamada. No.
Oh Lord.
TJ could go as close to that, I'm sure as that.
Tyler, you need to sleep with 100.
Definitely not if Tyler is Yamada. No offense, Tyler.
TJ, you could either be
but I don't roll that way.
You could be Chica or Kosuda.
I don't think people would recognize me as the English voice actress.
Louisa's Takeshita. Don't bitch.
This is getting very cross-dressy.
No, I'm just saying, like, this is where it kind of backfires on you guys, because I didn't really have a character in that read, so you guys are now...
Weren't you the teacher?
Oh yeah, I was the teacher, but he has like one line. And it was incredibly racist the way I put it forward.
Don't downplay your importance, man. You teach ordinary kids.
Yeah, but I also gave him like a very over-the-top, stereotypical Japanesey, and I was constantly adding urus at the end of every word,
Yeah, you're just being like,
and whose fault is that?
It was mine, and I was on the spot, and it was 2 years ago, so I was probably drunk. I'm joking. I think I actually quit drinking a lot earlier than that, actually, thinking about it.
Yeah, I think by then you had already quit drinking.
Damn. I quit drinking before Americans could legally drink in my age.
So, simply put, Tyler was just an asshole.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I was. Hey, that's the kind of stuff I'll do for parody. Offend entire nations.
I mean, you're all right.
Or
you only dress as Blake as long as the costume lasts. What is the acronym for that? Let me type this down.
Look, I think this podcast is showing something very important. Out of everybody here, I would be the person to own up to the most things.
So that acronym would be, I guess, Yoda Balato. You only dress as, although does as enter an acronym? I
guess so.
Acronyms, I don't know.
I always do acronyms as like every beginning, every single word is included.
Yeah, so it would be Yoda Balato.
I'm sure that like a lot of people don't do that, saying that the words is like the don't get included, but who cares? Industry standards, who gives a fuck? Is it too early to do questions?
Do you want to build the question? No, that doesn't work. Man!
Do you want to do questions?
I was just thinking, it was like, I'm struggling with topics.
Buy the question simply first. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Guys, you can suggest topics for us. I think we mentioned this before, but there is a forum, and future Luis, please put that on the link shooter. You guys can just suggest stuff for us to talk about. Keep in mind that like ongoing events might be a bit difficult for us to talk about, because by the time we get to them, or by the time the podcast gets released, it might not be that relevant anymore. But if some random idea, like let's talk about Tinky Winky Spurs, put it there and we'll pick some of those.
What do you guys feel about Tinky Winky Purse?
Winning. That's a reference. I hope everyone gets.
Yeah, I thought you would go there, but I didn't actually expect it that quickly.
All right, so let me the questions page here. I already have it loaded, and this didn't fuck me up this time.
Before. Oh, sorry. Continue. Yes. Go. My internet's probably.
I was just gonna say before we talk about the questions. Apparently, RT has finally set up a team, an engineering team, as they're calling it, to fix a site. Hooray! About fucking time.
Yeah.
So hopefully we will get. They say that most of the stuff they have planned. Fucking hell, dog! Come on, man.
For an hour straight.
Stuff it's just barking all the time. Most of the stuff they have planned will take place in 12 months. So it's kind of a long time to wait. But then again, I have no idea what they do, with their work. So maybe it is some really hard stuff to pull off. But hey, maybe we'll be able to.
Go, continue. Sorry.
No, sorry. Maybe we'll be able to, edit our posts at some point. Hopefully.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. I'm glad there's work happening, and I don't mind that they are going to take a while doing it, because I would rather them spend months on it and correctly fix everything so there's no bugs or issues than rushing it to fix things, causing problems elsewhere, and then continuing this loop of, hey, we fixed it. Ah, fuck. Yeah, we fixed it. Ah, fuck.
I mean, I would appreciate the fact that they're going to spend that long normally, but I'll say this, they were working on the RT site for years, you know, and it kind of still didn't come out very good. So
yeah.
I'm just going to kind of remain cautiously pessimistic for once.
Ooh.
Whoa. That is a new one.
Yep.
Coin that phrase.
I'm just going to say I'm not expecting the RT site to get much better, but I'll wait and see. I want to be proven wrong.
I'll tell you the one thing that does really get to me, and I'm sure you guys have come across this as well. When writing journals, say if you've highlighted a piece of text, whatever, no one cares what piece of text it is, it could be one letter. Let's say you drag that a little bit by accident. Like, say if you had to click twice, and instead of it clicking twice in an area, it's kind of highlighted the word and then moved it a little bit. That fucking destroys the journal. Like, it sends you to another page. Like, it pretends that it's a link, and it sends you to somewhere, and it's just like error, you know.
Wait, that
whatever.
actually happens?
Yeah. It's like, it will come up with an error page. You go back, that journal is fucking gone. It's like, oh. That's happened to me twice recently. It's not fun when you're nearly finished. You know? Oh boy. I don't know if I'm the only one to have that issue, or if it's something exclusive to Firefox or something like that, but it's happened to me a few times. I'm not happy with it. Because I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I actually have an issue while using the mouse. My middle finger automatically clicks sometimes. I have no control over it.
Oh, like a Twitch?
Yeah, it's a Twitch. And like, I could be watching a video, about to click somewhere, you know, left click, and then suddenly I've right clicked without even intending to, and clicked back. It's crazy.
Well, it doesn't sound like
help it.
the worst thing. I mean, you just right click just brings up the extra menu.
It gets
that
to me,
sucks, man. Happens to me too.
It does get to me sometimes. Like, sometimes it's like, oh, that's an inconvenience. Who cares? But sometimes when you're actually actively doing something and you're quite busy, it will fuck you up sometimes.
You think it might be Aftermath from all the cookie clicker you used to do?
Oh, God, it might be.
Man, during my Tyler of his spec days.
My God, I'm so glad I don't play that game anymore. It was a big waste of time.
You've been clean for how long again?
I'm scratching my arm. It's been months. God.
Man, yeah, that shit is just.
We should do a charity event, like, I don't know, Extra Life or something, where we just have to all play Cookie Clicker and see who can get the biggest number without cheating. Like, at the end of the day. This is where Louis says, that's a good idea. And I'm like, no, it's a terrible idea. Don't take it on board.
Nope, it's happening.
No.
Tune in whenever that happens. Yes.
Night shift. Ooh.
And the whole thing with the finger twitching. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm idle with my hands, and my middle finger starts twitching a lot. Like, it gets to the point that it really bends down, you know, like,
yeah.
Man, it's so weird, so weird.
I think I'm going to ask something random here. Have you actually broken your middle finger at any point?
Nope. And actually, I meant my finger ring, my ring finger.
Oh.
Not my middle finger.
But mine's my middle finger. Yeah. I
do you tell people to go fuck themselves a lot, Tyler?
No. Actually, funnily enough, this actually happened just before uni, so I don't know if I ever actually told anyone about this on the podcast or not. I broke my finger, my middle finger, playing a game of football while in goal. And the most English thing that could have possibly happened. But you know when...
did you...
What's up?
No, I was going to ask if you were drinking tea while playing the game.
No. And someone had a shot. I was in goal. And do you know the very awkward feeling you get? Like, say, it happens a lot in basketball as well, where you try to get the ball, you fucking miss, and the ball ends up just hitting the tip of the finger down into the finger itself.
Christ.
Yeah. Imagine that. Man. Imagine that from like 5 yards away, someone kicking the ball straight at the goal, you know? It broke my finger. Like, it's got like a hairline fracture straight down the middle point of it. And I always thought it was Jesus. That. It is nothing, really. Like, it did kind of put me out of action finger picking for a little while. Because you can imagine it's on my right hand. So playing guitar, it's my strumming hand. You can imagine how awkward it would be to play while two fingers are bandaged together trying to fix it. But it was like a hairline fracture in the middle joint of it. And I was like, maybe that's why I click funny nowadays. Like, the nerves are like acting up still because of that shit. Who knows? Broken fingers.
Right. So now, speaking of twitching, my pinky finger is twitching.
Oh, that's what they call it now.
Man, that is so... Okay, so let's do some questions then.
Yeah.
Questions.
You haven't done that for a while, I've noticed.
What? Yelling questions?
Yeah, I think there was one...
Haven't I?
There was one night where I think you missed it, and then the next podcast you weren't on, so it felt like it was literally half a month without it.
All right. Shit, I still need to listen to tomorrow's podcast. I have missed it.
I'm glad someone listens to our podcast.
Hey, listen, mate. It's been a crazy few weeks for me. All right, so this one was sent by Dr. Sparks. And seriously, come on, dog. I love dogs, but seriously, I think my neighbor is not taking care of his dog properly. That's why he's barking so much.
I mean, I'm not going to blame the dog because it's clearly asking for something, you know? So the owner needs to be a little bit more responsible and take care of its fucking dog.
That poor little guy. But anyway, again, sorry, audience. I keep getting distracted with the dog and talking about the dog. Anyway, so this one was sent by Dr. Sparks, and the question is, what is the best Shifty Key podcast episode?
The best one?
Yeah.
That's actually... There's been a few special ones that are just where I feel like we got the chemistry right with the guests, and there was a lot of banter, but I'm going to default and say 100. 100 was pretty random for us, you know, having like 9 people there or something, wasn't it? And Nick Gon's turning up again after like nearly a year away from us. So that one was pretty fucking fun. I would say that's one of my favorites. I don't know if it's the favorite though.
For me, like I've said many times on the podcast, I suck at picking favorites sometimes for, some things. But I agree there were some that we really hit it right. But there are some that have a kind of a bigger sentimental value, like the 2 first ones. The very first episode of the podcast, we didn't even know what it was gonna be called. Like we had not settled the Shifty Key podcast by then. So I remember I was like, welcome to this podcast.
Welcome to
like
the sidecast.
Oh no! I don't like that name.
Evidently, you didn't pick it.
Yeah, I mean it was a tie, and you have to solve it. So.
Oh, inside joke for the audience. I just realised the alternative name was going to be Sidecast, apparently, which I found out maybe a year afterwards, like when I joined you guys. I was like,
no,
I
actually told you, like, I sent you a message like, Tyler, pick not much context, but pick one of those, and it was like Shifty Key Sidecast podcast.
Shit, that was fucking ages ago.
Yeah. like almost 3 years.
Damn, we're internet old.
We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah,
We're a pretty small deal.
we're kind of pros.
Ain't that the truth?
But yeah, I think the first 2 episodes have a really important place in my heart. I gotta say the Pokemon and the 360 no scope man and the alcohol man, alcoholic man.
Alcoholic man, yeah.
Yes, those 2 are also really good. Yeah, there's a bunch. I can't really pick a favorite that easily. For certain, the first 2 are really special for me.
What about you, TJ?
Yeah, I kind of gotta go with. I was gonna say like the first one, just because I honestly don't know. We've just done so much stuff, and there've been good ones, there've been bad ones, there've been a lot of ones in the middle that are just kind of there.
Like this one?
Probably, most likely.
Hey, stay tuned for the end when we reveal some dick pics.
I think I'd say episode 20. If I remember correctly, that's kind of when, like the weeks before episode 20, I feel like we were starting to go down. It was like at that point, it was close to the point where I was almost feeling like, is this worth doing anymore? Are we going to keep doing this? We can't get guests, nobody's ever available to record. And then I feel like episode 20, things started picking up. We found the groove. I think it was around then that maybe you started editing for us as well. So
21. I think it must have been like after you recorded 20, you must have approached me that weekend or something.
But yeah, just somewhere in that general area is, I feel like that's when things kind of turned around and things have gotten a little more interesting.
100 podcasts ago.
Tyler started editing on episode 21.
Yep. That being said,
for some reason, episode 20 sticks out in my mind.
There definitely are like a few honorable mentions. Like podcast 11 is the infamous Pokemon fucking one. Literally speaking. We've also got the Alcoholic Man, which I can't remember which podcast that was in. I think it was podcast 37, where the connection with everybody on that particular podcast was so good that we had a straight up, like, I keep on referring to it as like the 2 minutes of got them, because like everybody took shots at each other, and it was like it came and then it disappeared, and then no one spoke of it again. But there's like 2 minutes of just people insulting each other, and then they just moved on. It was like, whoa, what the fuck? You can only do that with good chemistry.
I think. I'm sorry.
I was just going to wrap it up by saying, if we're talking like recent ones on this side of the 100, I really, really did enjoy the voice acting one. That one was very good.
That was a good one.
Even if it was TJ giving TJ a lot of work to do in the video.
No, that was, to be honest, that was my fault, because I didn't think it would be a lot of work. And then I went in a couple hours ahead of when I would normally start editing. And it took me like 3 or 4 hours to get all that together. Although part of it was because I was trying to do like weird, cool effects. And that ended up slowing down my computer to the point where it was taking me about 15, 20 minutes of time to undo my mistake. Because I was trying to put like transitions on each picture.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
And my computer couldn't handle that.
Did you have to remove like each of them, like, and then that take up time?
I didn't even get to the end of all the pictures before my computer started shitting itself.
By the way, TJ, that was amazing. Like the screen got filled up. It was great.
Yeah, it was the thing.
I love the "I was wrong" that comes up when you're like, "Oh, it won't be too hard." So good.
Yep.
But yeah,
I guess that was a pretty fun podcast. Oh wait, the Ebola one was pretty fun too. Not the second one.
Not the second one. Yeah, I can imagine the first one was pretty unique because that's where it originated from.
Hey, TJ.
Yes.
Ebola.
No,
I'm
Another
gonna
one
go
for the
back.
counter.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna find the last count and just add one more. But just to that, not if you say it again.
Right. Fair enough. So, one thing that I think I can say for sure is that a lot of podcasts, I have favorite moments from a bunch of podcasts. Even though if the episode is not something that was that memorable for me, like, not I don't mean that in an offensive way, but podcasts that have some really really fucking great moments, and those stick with me a lot.
Yeah, there's often like a golden moment in a particularly regular, ordinary podcast that catches you by surprise.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, there's quite a lot. Like one of my favorites from like the first one was this Snapchat conversation between like TJ and Vic, and
James strip club stories. Those are really good as well.
I can't. One of my sister's favorite ones was when you were telling a story about somebody that shotgunned the toilet.
The shit shot.
The shit shotgun. Yeah.
The Nutella grenade. I've used so many expressions telling that story.
And there's been some weird stories that's popped up. Shout out to Mass Halo Gear. I believe it was Mass Halo Gear that said something about like investigating, talking about shit, like investigating poop, if I remember rightly. Like,
oh, right, yeah.
Sorry to kind of bring that up again, boy, but it's already on the podcast somewhere. I can't remember which one, so you're safe there.
There was also when we started mentioning Gav's hypothetical chain gang.
Oh, yeah.
Was it, biker gang expression. But, yeah.
No, the golden moment for me on that one was she's talking about eating tuna, and then Talamar quickly asks, with mayonnaise? And she goes, no. And me and Talamar at the same time go, ugh. And Gav just fucking freaks out. It's so good. Because like I don't think she's raised her voice too often on our podcast, but there was that moment where she's like, no, tuna is good. I was like, oh my God. Not expecting it.
Right, so I guess that sort of answers the question, Doc.
Yeah, bit of a long answer.
So I'm gonna level with you guys here, especially you, TJ. Sunny asked me to repeat a question every once in a while, but I think I'm just gonna repeat it now because it might not be funny if we can every time. But still, TJ, paying attention.
God fucking damn it.
Sonny, thank you so much for that idea, by the way.
I do love that question, actually.
I might stop doing that when it stops being funny, so we'll probably keep it for a while.
You brought it on yourself, TJ. There have been so many questions where everyone answers and you go, yeah, what was the question?
Sorry, what?
Well, maybe Sonny should start asking better questions.
Oh, snap!
Oh, shit!
I'm going to add, that rapper, YouTube clip of the rapper.
Thug Life?
Super Hot Fire?
Super Hot Fire, yeah, where the mate just freaks out.
But yeah, I am in fact paying attention. I didn't have Facebook open, that's for sure.
Wink.
Is there another question?
Yeah, sure. This one is also by Sunny, and the question is, if you're in a bad spot, would you say, it's bad, come down here and help me? Or, it's bad, don't come down here?
I mean, doesn't it depend on a bunch of things?
Yeah,
I think so.
Well, if you're getting mauled, and if your kid is standing at the top of these stairs, I guess, if you're saying come down, if your kid is standing at the top of the stairs, you want to say, no, don't come down. But if it's, say, John Cena with a machete, say, come down here and help me.
Oh, because you need your kid to help out there?
What if your kid
you mean
is John Cena?
At the top?
Is he like John Cena, or is he literally just full-grown John Cena, but I've adopted him as my son?
Yes.
That doesn't answer.
No, that is an answer, yes.
So my answer to Sonny's question is, I would ask for help if my son was John Cena with a machete and I was being mauled by a bear.
Huh.
Okay. That's something. Tyler?
Again, it depends on the situation. I would probably be someone that's like, don't come down here. You know, if something really bad's happening. Depending on who the person I'm calling up to is. Because if it's Randy Orton or John Cena, yeah, I'm probably going to need their assistance. But if it's like someone I actually care about, I wouldn't want them to get into the same predicament. So yeah, like don't come down here.
You don't care about John Cena?
Huh? Well,
you don't care about John Cena?
I care, but I know he'll be able to fend for himself. Not like my little sister or something, you know, if there was a tiger down there.
I think I would say, come here and help me if I was being mauled by John Cena and my kid was an adopted bear with a machete.
An adopted bear with a machete? Come down here, son.
John Cena's hurting daddy.
Fight John Cena. Fight John Cena with your bare hands.
Bare hands? Jesus Christ. What have we done?
Man, I tried so hard to hold my laughter to form that sentence.
You tried so hard.
Don't normally sound so stuttery.
Got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Nah, it mattered. Come on, I got the message across. So yeah, I'll ask for help if I had a bear, an adopted bear with a machete, and I was being mauled by John Cena. There's the answer. So
do with that what you will.
There is another one that we could ask here, Tyler, but it's very specific.
I was just about to say, like, I think we're looking at the same one. Yeah, go for it.
So this one was by Sunny8B, and the question is, Tyler, if a girl were to meow at you, would you get a boner?
Ooh.
Depends on context. A lot of things.
Context?
Well, you know, say I'm at work and someone just randomly meows at me, I'll be like, that's pretty fucking weird.
What if she's dressed like Blake?
I would pretty much quit my job and just, yeah, I would leave right then and there just to find out, you know, look.
Just to have your boner?
I would just be like, she's the one. That's it.
But I think it also, I mean, it is your answer, but I get the feeling it could also depend on the meow. I mean, there are many kinds of meows. If a girl came up to you and was like, "Hey, Tyler," that seems like a boner killer.
Literally goes up to you and hisses. Yeah, that wouldn't work. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to say yes. Yes, Sonny, I would. Yes. Depending.
But what if it was the crazy lady from The Simpsons?
Depending heavily on context and person doing it, you know, because this could be like, I don't know, someone that's in a relationship already, and then I'll be like a bit concerned. But if it's a single woman that does it and she can pull off the costume, I'm not to be trusted around RTX, am I?
Wait, what if it was John Cena's twin sister?
Fuck yes. John Cena as Blake.
John Cena's twin sister, the bear.
Best girl of 2016. Who would say no?
Her name is Janet Cena.
All right,
so
I want a fan art of this. John Cena
with like a girly bow going meow at Tyler.
I think one of these days I'm going to give somebody no context, and I'm actually going to go out and get someone to commission something for the Shifties like that. Just be like, hey, I'm trying to
I would love to see that.
Just be like, hey, spewing news. Can you draw a female version of John Cena dressed up as Blake? I will give you $50, $100. Name your price, I'll do it.
Research.
I mean, I feel like, why not? Like, if there's some people that are doing commissions out there, I'll see how much they're charging. Maybe one day I'll actually do these things.
I have seen some people going like, I do commissions, but I do this or that thing, you know?
Yeah, like, it's very specific, which is good if you're into that kind of stuff, you know? But if you want John Cena cosplaying as Blake, then yeah, it's a bit difficult.
Right, so before we wrap this one up, do you guys have a question for the audience?
I've got one.
Go.
Does anyone else have one? Am I going to have to fight for it?
Nah.
Okay. Because I'm in the mood. No, don't take that out of context.
Already did it.
Who is your Overwatch main? If you play Overwatch, who do you use by default the most?
Right.
Do you want us to answer too?
I mean, you can.
I haven't played Overwatch.
Some people are probably going to hate me for this, but I am quite fond of playing Mei.
It's gonna be May.
God.
Mine's Diva. Yeah,
She's
big shock.
Amazing.
Oh, get out!
Oh God! Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bad.
Hey, that's not on me. That's literally one of her voice lines.
That is true.
Oh, really, man?
One of the things
I'm not that creative.
One of the things that actually really shocked me about Overwatch, because I didn't know about anything when I started playing it besides the cinematics, was they have like a lot of the phrases in their original language too. So imagine my surprise when Diva actually says something in Korean and I actually recognize it. I'm like, the fuck? You know? Like when she says thanks or hello, they will actually like genuinely actually be untranslated and be spoken in Korean, so it would be Annyeong or Kamsa or something. And it's like, the fuck? I know this.
Wait, did you say cancer?
Kamsa. Kamsa 합니다.
Cantor?
I think I said cancer.
I said Kamsa. Sa.
See?
Sa?
Yeah.
Like
Do you want
S-A?
Sa. Yeah. Kamsa.
It's just an accent, cancer. You're being British again, Tyler.
Sorry.
You can't be Korean
Miane.
and British. You got to make up your mind.
I can't be Korean and British. I carry over the British accent to Korean. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I don't speak Korean.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to tell accents in Korean.
Yeah.
For me, it's just like it sounds, and I don't understand what's going on, and I feel very confused.
So I guess the question of the week is still, what's your main?
Get out.
I haven't played Overwatch. I don't even know if I will play it anytime soon. But I get a feeling, considering the gameplay stuff I've seen, I might like playing as. Like playing as either Tracer or what's the cowboy's name?
McCree.
Yeah, McCree.
It's high noon.
Because it seems like they are somewhat easy to pull off. I don't know, but yeah. And besides, there are really two cool characters.
Well, the easiest one is Soldier 76.
Yeah, there's Soldier 76 too.
Literally just soldier dude with gun.
Yeah.
No shit.
To be honest, I'm glad that he was in the game.
Has a gun?
I'm very glad that he was in the game, because it was like, to transition, like when you're doing the tutorials, it kind of defaults you as him. And if it gave me someone like fucking, what's a more complex one to do? Who's the robot? I rarely use them.
Bastion?
No, shit, I should have phrased it
The
better.
Zenyatta?
robot.
Yeah, I think
right?
it's Zenyatta. Yeah, Zenyatta, that's it. It shows how little I use him. But if you gave me Zenyatta as like the starting person, if it was the first person you had to use in like the tutorials, I would be so confused.
Well, you don't like shooting balls at people?
No, I don't like my balls going all over other people's faces.
All right, and with that, I think we're done.
So, everyone, thank you so much for listening.
Oh no!
Don't forget to listen to the outro to find out how to with us. And until next week, woof woof, I guess. See, now the dog stopped barking. Come on, man, bark. I'll hold this button until it barks again.
Bark, bark.
You're making me look bad, dog.
It literally been
Dog,
barking
please.
this whole time, and now you want him to bark?
Dog, come on, man.
You had one job.
Don't let me hang in.
It knows. It fucking knows. This is where Luis goes out there and yells at it. We wrap up and the dog stops.
So let's record the actual podcast. 3, 2, 1.
No. We're not doing this again. Wrapping up. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Annyeong higaseyo.
Tit.
TJ didn't say bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Shifty Key Podcast. The intro and outro music is provided to us by our editor, TDBTyler. To get more involved with the Shifty Key Podcast, you can answer the questions for the audience asked by our guests, or even ask the cast a question of your very own, either here in the YouTube comments or in our Rooster Teeth group. To keep updated with this channel's shenanigans, you can follow us on Twitter, join and watch our group on Rooster Teeth, or simply subscribe. All links will be in the description. Until next week, goodbye.
Now, what do we continue into an Easter egg, hoping that the dog will bark? You get a second chance.
Yeah, I think
Luis should just leave his mic on, and the entire Easter egg is just a dog barking.
Yeah, but the dog stopped barking.
Okay, then.
I mean, did the dog stop barking though? Woof woof. Woof woof woof.
Who let the dog out?
Woof woof, bitch.
This is where like Luis actually like opens up the window, and instead of yelling over at the neighbors to be like, "Hey, sort out your dog," you're like, "Hey, get that dog barking again."
You see, that's the difference between how British people handle things and how Americans handle things. British people, they yell out the window, "Sort out your dog." Americans, they yell out the window, "Shut the fuck up."
I could have did that. I was like, silence!
Normally we sort out our own dogs. That's the difference between us and Americans. Oh, snap.
Apparently you and Brazilians too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did yell, "Silêncio!" and
Silêncio!
Sossega aí.
Assim te pego.
No, man, that's wrong. You don't do that with dogs.
I just said give me coffee in Korean. That's not what I was going for.
Hey, dog, give me coffee.
Dog, give me coffee. Coffee Tuesday.
All right, bye, everyone.
Unless you would like to give me coffee, guys.
God damn it, Tyler.
Guys, give me coffee. Bye.
Badger.
God damn it, dude.